yo, Big Kish back up in here. It's happened already, y'all. I see people still haven't learned their lesson. Now, I hope nothing wrong with the brother, but hey, look, he's gone missing. You know what I'm saying? Every time somebody figure out how to make cars run off water or, you know, how to make it where as though that we get to save $1, they got to come out. They got to call the news. They got to announce everything. Y'all remember it was a brother that, I figured out how to make a car run off water. Then there was a guy. Before that, they took him out to dinner. Next thing you know, he out of there. You know what I'm saying? Before we get into this, y'all make sure y'all pick y'all up a copy of Street Dad, Geek Dad, Avoiding the Manufactured Mindset, written by me, Big Kish. The link will be in the description for purchase. Appreciate everybody supporting the book, supporting the channel. But yeah, y'all know I'm like calling y'all. Without further ado, let's get it. So Say Cheese just tweeted Julian Brown, the young inventor who created tech that turns plastic into gasoline, hasn't been seen in over 2 weeks. Now, this is going viral, y'all. Nobody has seen him for over 2 weeks. Now, he always posting, letting everybody know, showing everybody his setup, you know what I'm saying, how he do it. This is a major threat to the oil, gasoline, Exxon and Shell, BP, all of that. This is a major threat. So people, they just don't want to stop announcing this. Like, yo, write down the blueprint and just make copies and just give it to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you don't have to come out announcing this stuff. And this is another reason why they coming out with the electric cars. Because it's a lot of people that know this recipe. You got some people out there that know the recipe to just making a car run off water, right? And they riding around and ain't telling nobody. They ain't telling nobody about it. They keeping their mouth shut because they learned. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I hope this brother's okay. You know what I'm saying? They said he missing, but this is the thing. When you a threat to these people, it's like for years and years upon years, this is how they made their money. This is how these $1 million industries became $1 trillion industries. This is how they built their money. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we got though, y'all.
Everybody, I can't go into too much detail, but there is some very, very odd stuff going on. I'm certainly under attack right now in many different ways, and I just want everybody to know to just kind of have your eyes open. And I have my eyes open, but there's a lot going on. So I'm still working, I'm still building. Nothing's gonna stop that. But I'm just telling you guys right now, be on the lookout because I'm under attack. He always wants to ask me, how much per gallon does it take to take plastic waste and turn it into a gallon of my plastiline, a gasoline alternative made from plastic waste? Well, let me tell you what it's going to be. $0 per gallon. How? Because starting next month, I'm going to begin the journey of running this complete machine completely off of solar. I will take the sunlight and harness the rays of the sun at a cost of $0 per kilowatt to operate the world's first ever handmade continuous microwave pyrolysis reactor to convert plastic waste, mixed, sorted, clean, dirty, whatever.
And here's the thing. They got this technology. It's just suppressed. But it's just hard to figure it out. People, they just haven't figured it out. This is why they keep you working 40 hours a week. So you don't figure stuff out like this. When you got time to yourself, look at the prison inmates. They always crafting up something. Always crafting up something. A prison inmate craft up some stuff. You be like, what? They invented it? This where a lot of the movies come from. Them prison inmates. A lot of these movies come from the prison inmates. They confiscate it, take it. When you this is what I'm saying. When you left alone by yourself, you come up with the most, I'm telling you, innovative things. Like you become so you become so what's the word I'm looking for? You start inventing shit. That's what I mean. You just start inventing shit when you left alone. This is why they always got to have you working, always got to have you entertained. This is why, because when you left alone, you just get to thinking you just start figuring out shit. I'm telling you. Let's
take that plastic waste out the ocean, out the landfills, out the waste stream, and turn it into fuel. $0 a gallon. So are you ready? Are you with me on this journey?
See? Making announcements, putting them on social media. I've seen them before. I know some people done scroll past them, seen them. You know what I'm saying? But look, most of us got a cousin or uncle, somebody that's locked up and come home. They know all this stuff. Yeah, all you got to do is this. You got to do that. They get locked up and now they got time to read. They know about the law more. I'm telling you, when you get left alone, look at them in seclusion, out there in the field by itself. This is why they don't want us to have land and all of that stuff, bro. We get to thinking. When you get to thinking, possibilities are limitless, man. I'm telling you. Are endless.
I know that I'm not going to live long. And that's why I put every day, I know that I'm not going to live long.
He's saying.
And that's why I put every day, every hour, every minute into building, into growing. Why am I out here working on this plastic into fuel reactor I've been working on for 5 years, since I was 17? Why am I out here in 100-degree weather? Why am I out here despite being falsely accused and reported to the EPA and the IRS? Why am I out here despite weird black helicopters that turn off their radar transponder circling me 6 times at night? Why am I out here?
Bro, he got helicopters surrounding him, bro. I'm telling you, he's a threat to these corporations.
Sleeping in my van, crazy humidity, mosquitoes, gnats flying in, and yet I still do it. Why am I out here despite having to drive 4 hours every time I want to work on this machine? Because when I was doing it in my parents' backyard, I blew myself up and I had to go to the hospital for 2nd-degree burn surgery. I do this because this is my mission that I've assigned myself to. I do this because I do not fear death.
Dang. Been gone for 2 weeks, y'all. Telling y'all, if y'all ever create something, man, just keep it silent, bro. I'm trying to go viral and all that. Look, breaking news. Prolific, independent young scientist and inventor Julian Brown, who made his own free energy fuel station from plastic waste, is being reported as missing by his followers and supporters. He hasn't been seen in over 2 weeks, despite having over 1 million followers on Instagram and TikTok. Golly, 1 million. Many users will warn him daily about the content he posts and how other inventors went missing. Yeah, people been going missing, man. Brown also claimed he was being followed by black vehicles and watched by black helicopters just 2 weeks ago, y'all. Check it out. Check this one out. His supporters fear the elite have possibly oh, you can't say that word on YouTube. This man to prevent him from providing free energy to everyone, which would create a detrimental blow to the oil and energy empires. Of course it will. These people, this is how they make their money.
I know that I'm not going to live long. And that's why I put every day, every hour, every minute into building, into growing. Why am I out here working on this plastic into fuel reactor I've been working on for 5 years, since I was 17? It's my mission that I've assigned myself to. I do this because...
This is great. We seen that one. Check it out. There's more. Young man from Atlanta. So he was in Atlanta who invented a machine that turns plastic into gasoline. Hasn't been seen online for 3 weeks. And his last post sounded like he feared for his life. It's real, y'all. It's real.
All right, listen, everybody.
So at first, the first time I heard about something like this happening to somebody, well, we don't know what's if he missing or what. But first time I heard something about this, it was a white guy. He worked in his garage day in and day out, trying to get the ratios right, how to the fuel and all that. But he was using water. He figured it out, called the news up, the news, talking to him. Next thing you know, these higher ups had wanted to take him to dinner and all of that. Next thing you know, man, he said they got me. He was coughing and bro, he was out of there. Next one, I think was a sheriff guy. He came out and announced, yeah, I'd make it off of water, drive off of water or whatever. Um, was it a Walmart? I think Walmart. It was like a attack, and he was the only one that got unalive. He was the only one. So people thinking like, yeah, they sent him out there to do that. You know what I'm saying? Under the guise of, it was like a hate attack or whatever. But yeah, man, this is him. This is him. Let me get his name. Brown, no, it's Brown. Julian Brown, y'all. Julian Brown. This is it. This is it. Julian Brown. Y'all make sure y'all like and share this video so it can get out there. For anybody that want attention behind what they did, you know what I'm saying? I know you want to get a pat on the back. Man, look, leave them news channels alone. Leave social media alone. Invent your stuff. Make copies of the blueprint of it. You know what I'm saying? And there you go. There you go. Now you untraced. Ain't nobody gonna know nothing. You ain't gotta worry about no helicopters and all of that. You ain't gotta worry about no, black cars following you and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But this is repetitive. This happens time after time. This is repetitive. This been happening, bro. Been happening. And we I'm telling you, our people, we invent everything. We invent it all. We stay inventing some shit. Like we the salt of the earth. We the salt of the earth. You know what I'm saying? We the flavor. We the flavor of this shit. So yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about the brother, man. Hey, look, send some prayers up for him. Hopefully ain't nothing wrong with him. Hopefully he just want to take a chill off social media or something like that. Hopefully that's what it is. But this is the latest. This is the latest. Big Kish signing out. I'm going, y'all.